Hey guys, Strength Through Weakness, Remembering Part 2. Last week we talked about remembering all the amazing things that God's done in our lives and throughout time so that we can see with confidence that He is real, alive, and impacting our own lives and really humanity in general. And this confidence builds hope. It builds hope for the future, but it also builds hope for today. And we're not supposed to take that confidence and hope and just wrap ourselves up in it like a warm blanket that we would use to cocoon ourselves off from the world. You know, it's quite the contrary. The Bible calls us to share that hope, to share that confidence. And it uses words like witness and testimony. And these words are very specific because when a witness sits on a stand and gives their testimony, it's considered to be evidence now, and no one can take that away from them. And so for us, when we share these instances that we know that God was real, it is an amazing impact on people's lives, and the Holy Spirit uses that to collide with their lives. Now, you know, what do these stories look like? You know, for everyone, they're going to be different. I'm going to share with you today just a story of my own where I know that God was real, and it was just kind of amazing to me. The story goes like this. 8-ish years ago, Ruth and I were having a tough go of it, and I had really clearly heard from God that I needed to stay and stick it out. Seems pretty obvious, right? But here I am, and we're fighting one night, and I decide, you know what? I don't care, God. I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm packing a bag and I'm leaving. And you know, I could find everything I needed but my keys. So the only way I was leaving is by walking. And, you know, for me, that's kind of odd because I always know where my keys are. I always know they're either in my pocket or by my nightstand, and I almost never lose my keys. But this night, I couldn't find them. I couldn't find them anywhere. And it wasn't just that. It was the voice in the back of my head that I could hear telling me, you're not going anywhere. And so today, 8 years later, and a redeemed marriage later, I can say, man, I'm so thankful that God specifically intervened in my life that I wouldn't walk out the door that day. And so for you, this may look differently, but for all of us that have a moment of being redeemed, we're supposed to say so. Psalm 107 verse 2, it says, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Let them tell people, let them share what they've been redeemed from, because this has power. You know, we're not necessarily supposed to stand on a street corner and tell someone they're going to hell, but we certainly are supposed to sit at any opportunity that we have and share the gospel. And I want to leave you with this. This is an amazing verse to me, but this is Revelation 12 verse 11. And it says, they overcame him, and him is the accuser, is Satan. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimonies. And so what is so powerful that we have, but the fact that Jesus Christ died on the cross for us, and that we can share how that's personally affected our lives. And so I think if we can break it down a little bit more to a personal experience and something that's really happened, not only is it going to be more impactful, but I believe it's easier to share. So be prepared. And, you know, as far as the channel goes, remember, like, share, tell your friends, whatever you can do to help grow the channel. If you think that somebody might benefit from hearing these messages, please share them.